Hi guys, Shantin here. How are you? I am in my house, as you can see, and I'm just about to go and plant a redwood tree. I've decided that it's about time I grew one. But before I do, there's a couple of things I'd like to show you. First of all, let me get a little glass. I have been brewing some up, and also where are my redwood saplings? That's a question, isn't it? I wonder if they're even at this base. Those are jungle saplings, okay. Sometimes you do what you can. Alright, and I'm going to need earth. That's not hard to find. Earth and jungle saplings, and I've decided to grow a large tree. I have glass, jungle saplings. Before we go, I just want to show you that the mob, I've not been in this area actually, so I don't expect to have many mobs. I heard all this growling and yowling and twanging of bowstrings, and there was actually quite a small cave under here, but it was absolutely full of mobs and I had to sort of dig down and find it. I thought by the sound it would be a ravine, but no such thing. And there was a very mean skeleton. He had chainmail and he didn't give me any. Nasty man. Now, there's only one piece of string here, but that spider we killed when we went and had a look in there was nowhere near the drop shaft. So what it's proving is that if I am around this area, I will get mobs spawning. And I decided, obviously, that if I wanted to make mobs spawn a bit more, that I would have to light up some of the caves underneath. And I have an absolutely monster ravine in this area. In fact, I think I've got two intersecting ravines. And I had a very large shaft going downwards over here. And I had assumed, where is it? Here, it's to the left here, that it would take me down into the ravine, and it may well. But at the moment, let's just pop. I have decided to cover this over, obvious reasons. But I did find one absolutely lovely thing down here. If I can find it again, because it's quite a big area, this. There's cobblestone down here because I had lava. And it was so dangerous to try to even get in here that I decided to just pour a bucket of water over it, which is brilliant because cobblestone isn't too easy to find and sometimes you need it. Now, yeah, these caves are absolutely vast here. I mean, they're monster caves and ravines. I have a feeling that these go up to I think that's where the pond comes down. And then down here was what I wanted to show you. Isn't this lovely? Look, a little garden. Excuse me. Obviously, the world wanted to generate some gardens, and it's generated leafy gardens to, empty hand, 3, 4, 5, because they're going to be neglected under here, 6, because once you've raked out an area like this, oh, that's the white anemone. I thought that might be a herb garden. But still, finding some leafy gardens like that, it was a lovely little area, but too far underground to grow. Now, the question here is the way out this way. I mean, I've been going around this area, and in order to get through it, I've had to cut my way through so much sand, that's been in odd pinnacles and stuff like that. And it really has given me so much sand that I can build with glass to my heart's content. I should be like Zombie Cleo, who builds with beautiful glass all the time. So that's that little one. It's not cleared out yet, because I can tell from the way we're going that it's going over in that direction. This cable is heading in that direction, and that's where I have the monster ravines. So I think it's going to lead me into it. I think it might be quicker to actually go down the ravines. Now over here I've changed the colour of my bamboo to a colour that I think has a lot more pink in it and matches this area better. I had the one on the left, which was rather a dull, boring colour, so I decided we didn't want that. And I think I might put a proper staircase up here, because I think it would be nice to have a way up here. I mean, I can always run along the railway track. And Kevin, thank you very much for telling me that redstone torches cause lag. What a horrible thing to find out when you've just done over 1,000 blocks of railway. But nonetheless, it's good to know. And what you can do, of course, is to replace it gradually. I also have a new follower who has been watching my videos, and her name, I think, it's Seana, so I don't know whether it's Shona or Sienna, but it's a very pretty name. Now, what I want to build here is, you have to be careful about these. They have to have uninterrupted access. And I think I want it right here, where the height was. I brought dirt, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And what I'm going to do is to let this tree grow naturally. Here's something growl then. I'm not going to bone meal it or anything else like that. I'm just going to plant it and see what happens. But I decided I wanted one tall tree. I was going to plant a redwood, but my redwood saplings are elsewhere. So we will plant this jungle tree. And if I change my mind, I can come back and change it. I've also decided that in this area, just ahead of me here, this is a very, very nice forest area. But I need somewhere for an orchard. And I think that if I use part of this for an orchard, it could look very nice. So that is a project in hand. And in the meantime, I'm very pleased with the way, can you see those pink cherry trees there are enlivening that rather dull hillside. I'm planting bamboo on this side. I shall plant other things on this side to make it look better. Is that, oh no, for one moment I hoped that was a chicken. No such luck, it's a sheep. Come here. Right, let's take that. I'm very lucky here because apart from near my house, I don't seem to have too many piranhas. So, not too bad at all. This area I'm debating on. I like the pond look. I like the contrast of the low ponds. So I might just leave it as it is. It's one of these things where you think, should I do anything with it or not? What's that? That's a water lettuce, okay. Still looking for leafy gardens. In here I have thrown one more egg in. No chickens, and no surprises there either. But I have extended this area, because now I've found out that I can manufacture feathers if I have the kapok and the potato. These 3 rows that are just going, I've changed to potato to grow those. All the crops are doing well. So it's all looking pretty good. I'm gradually adding little bits here and there as one does. You know, a lamp here, a block there, and things like that. Here, I've just realised I haven't got any lights, and that looks quite a dark little area. So the next thing is going to be to put some lights there. I've changed the steps here. I took out the red. I thought it looked pretty hideous, and I've put some carpenter's blocks to make it just a lawn going down. I think it looks quite good. It needs a few more lights, I think. So, all in all, we'll see how that jungle tree goes. I'll report back to you on that, guys. And for now, Good night.